Hi. When did you realise that Transformers was this massive phenomenon, and what was your opinion of it?
I guess I thought it had all wandered away from what we did until, I think the first BotCon I was invited to was 2001. This is going to sound stupid, but it was at a BotCon, and I thought, but we're, generation, I didn't even know there was G1 or Generation 1. I just thought, gee, this is a really long time from when we did it, and it's gone through so many changes, and is anybody even, and I went to that one with Michael Bell, and we were there, and we were treated like demigods. I mean, I won't say that I haven't had the same experience this weekend, and every time I've gone where people care and people remember, not that it's old, that's when I became aware that it had its own continuity, that it actually, Beastmasters, I'm sure, has its own on its level, that the people who stick with a version of this story, these stories, have just had this loyalty all along. I was just busy doing all of the other things that I've been doing. So a lot of storyline was made known to me then. I think it was 2001. So until 8 years ago, it was sort of something that I had done and sort of put in its place and was proud of, but I thought it had gone away, and I have become more and more and more aware, a lot of it with the help of fans who know the story and the sub-stories much better than I ever did at that time. And so it rekindled my love for it. I think live action has rekindled a whole new generation's interest in how it all began. So I mean, it's really an odd continuum of past, present, future. But that's an honest answer. It has gone away from me. Not that I'm not proud of it. I am. I always have been.
Any other questions, Greg?
So in 2001, I went there thinking, why would they want to see me? And I found out. Yeah.
Ethical new directors for some movie potentially contain no parts. And they asked, would you come back?
In a New York minute. Like I said, I mean, the goal is to see it and do it from the inside out. If you're entrusted with that in a different scenario, in a different, however it comes about, I would love to jump in and accept that challenge in a really different medium, in a different format, and find out what happens, and take it through the roof. I do think Dinobots might have been able to end the second movie about 12 minutes sooner. Done now!
What's been your strangest experience with the fans?
My what?
Strangest experience?
People who came to my table found out my strangest autograph ever, which was at a convention, and very attractive person, a woman in a short skirt came up and said, would you be willing to sign me? And I said, I'm here to sign. So she came to my side of the table and lifted her short skirt, and so that definitely is up there with the strangest. Just my name, and if she went to the tattooer from there, I may be embedded in somebody's lower extremity.
Do you have any advice for people who are just getting started into voice acting?
Lots. And I am starting to teach class the week after I get back. I would direct you to my CD, and I am making good on all proceeds will go to the 2010 fund. And on there, first of all, going to the earlier question, the focus is on acting. If you really, really, and this is a lot to be entrusted with, are able to jump into that material, accept everything that you're the detective and they've given you all of these clues. They've given you physical clues. They've given you behavioral clues. They've given you what you say. They've given you all of these things that you have to assemble and scramble in your brain. And ultimately, when you really, 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 really have done that work and So much so that you now know more about that character than the person that wrote it, or the person that drew it. Not saying that you don't require them. Of course, everybody requires each other. But now, and I'm not trying to get all spiritual about it, but you have the opportunity to give this drawing in words a third dimension. And if you're telling the truth, it'll ring true. If you really understand the point of view of that character, it's not a voice they're casting, it's a character that they're casting. It's a realized three-dimensional character. And if it's a ridiculous world, it'll get more ridiculous with your help. If it's an epic battle, it'll become more epic with your help. Whatever it is, it'll become richer, deeper, and more believable with your help. And you have to understand that and then jump in. At some point, you just jump in. And like I said, they let most of us, and I mean, the working community in Los Angeles is a fairly smallish group of people by comparison to the on-camera community. Toronto, I'm assuming, same thing. Vancouver, same thing. But those people who are doing it continue to get called because no one gets in trouble for calling them in. You know that whatever they do will be interesting, and that anybody who comes in theoretically could be right for it. Somebody will be more right that day for that part, at least in the eyes or ears of the person who's listening. So it's like that. It's just a total commitment like anything else. And if you're not passionate about it, don't do it, because there's a lot of people who are. And if you think that you should do a voice tape of characters that already exist, don't. It's about what you bring to the party, not what's already there. All of those people, including me, are already there. Figure out what it is that's unique about you, and that'll be sought after. That'll stand out. It's not an occupation where you can be in the chorus. You either stand out or you don't stand. One will rise, one will fall.